The London Borough of Hillingdon, with its diverse mix of residents, shares challenges with many areas of the UK. Charities such as REAP, that works with refugees and asylum seekers, play an important role in supporting vulnerable members of the community. But the sector is struggling.
The past few years have been very, very tough on small charities. I'm hearing stories from disability charities and health charities, education charities, children's charities. Charities seeing people who they could have helped in the past, who would have kept managing and just about keeping above sort of the breaking up line, saying we simply can't do that for those. So where are those people going?
Many of the challenges we face in Hillingdon are the same challenges that other areas face. We have, ageing populations, concern about opportunities for young people. But through this initiative, what we're trying to do is support some charities who we think have potentially an important role to play in supporting some of the most vulnerable people in the borough, but also actually helping develop solutions to some of these problems.
Pilotlight's model of bringing together senior business people with small charities is proven to increase turnover and improve effectiveness. Now they want to take Pilotlight Local so that charities can achieve even more.
The whole idea of working more locally is to work with a number of charities in a local area, to work with business people from that area, as we've spoken about. The charities will hopefully learn from each other. We'll work much more closely with the local authorities, and therefore that cauldron of information from the locality will lead to benefits for the range of stakeholders.
BAA is one of the first local businesses to come on board in Hillingdon.
It's not something I think about on a day-to-day basis, what happens with refugees. It's so pertinent for me working at Heathrow because this is, as I said, where they come into the country. So I find it incredibly, it's given me a new perspective on what we do here as a business.
Often there is friction at the start. And it's there that the Pilotlight project managers who had all this experience run the meetings, dampen down that friction, and the business people start to learn. And they often benefit. It's a roadmap to being non-executives and trustees where you have to listen more than dominate.
Well, I'm really lucky because my team's full of high flyers. I learn from them and I'm always looking for mentoring and personal development and also looking for commercial relationships in the city. So yeah, it's great just from that perspective.
In Lewisham, members of the local authority are keen to take up places on the Pilotlight teams.
We see the local third sector as being an essential part in delivering services to residents. As we see personal budgets and direct payments being rolled out, individuals are being given the money to purchase things themselves. So, the local voluntary sector organisations need to recognise that change and actually consider how that affects how they charge or begin to charge if they've not done it before. And to have that expertise from the private sector, it just seemed like a perfect match, really.
If these connections are made to work between local businesses, local charities, and hopefully local authorities as well, if that triangle is locked in and everyone understands the benefits of these kind of initiatives and making these connections work, then the chances are that it will scale up organically, bottom up, led by each community.
It's the working together, understanding the overview and how they fit into the jigsaw.
I think any one party on its own can't complete the picture.
People want to help and they want to know how they can help, but they don't want to feel like they're wasting their time. They want to feel like they're making a difference. And I think Pilotlight, in my experience, has really made me feel like I can make a difference, even though my time is limited and I'm not using just sort of basic skills or being a body somewhere. I'm actually using skills that I've developed over my career. So yeah, I think it's a really good channel and funnel for that kind of thing.